what is going on with my whole do not disturb, because it's been disturbing just recently. I don't know if it's from when I got this new phone or what, but we're gonna have to ask our good friend ChatGTP, Nova, baby. So we are talking about
grief
and handling grief during the holidays. This is a part 2 because we got disturbed. So go check out part 1. Some fun stuff in there too. And then go check out our video. It's in the video section, not the live section, where we told you everything you need to make a soothing box. Maybe we'll have to do like the make it together video like the first week of January or something.
Oh yeah, I think that's when we were talking about doing it.
Really? No, we said December at first.
Oh yeah, and then I had something come up.
I'm like, that's just like next year. That's a next year thing. A lot of next year things.
I don't know what that was with that poking on my neck.
Oh, this is my polish. The Elabardo Black Label polish.
No, I meant like when you like move my head back and forth.
Oh yeah. Well, now we got that moving. We're moving that little shelf of toxins. So a lot of times when we'll do migraine facials, it's like a face sculpting, so you also look younger at the same time. But we'll actually have you like face down and we get into the scalp. So our migraine and our headache facials, the TMJ facials, we get into the scalp, the neck, the head, the shoulders, all of that, because it's all connected, our little fascia suit.
That sounds so good.
Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what you're getting today is like the headache facial.
Sorry. I had to.
And clearing out the neck. No, that's good. We were just talking about...
humming is good for the body and the nervous system.
It is humming, singing. Chanting, releasing that trapped energy from the throat chakra, heart chakra, all of that. Girl, like, why haven't I put this wig on this whole winter? Like...
You look like you're ready to be Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
Probably because I'm in Christmas mode.
Yeah. Naughty Mrs. Claus. I know, I love like the old lady wigs. They look good on me. I'm be a hot old lady.
You're like, I'm ready to go.
I had originally put like a gray one on. I was with like an ex-boyfriend. We were at the King's Beauty or whatever. I was getting probably barbicide, like cleaning products or whatever for the spa. And I put it on like as a joke. And I was like, wait a minute. I actually look really good in this.
So you bought it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in my 20s then too.
Remember in the 2010s when everyone wanted gray hair?
Yes. Yeah, so my hair was very colorful when I moved down to Miami. And then it kind of like faded into like a blue-gray mermaid. That was on my Florida ID. I had a quarter-life crisis when I turned 30. Like, oh my gosh, I'm 30. I was excited because then, like, I thought people would take me more seriously in business. I'm like, oh. But then people were in their 50s were just like, oh, my kid's 30. I'm like... When I first started my business, people were very like, whatever, you're 20-something. And so I just tell people I was almost 30. I'm almost 30.
They still like, okay. The fuck are you? Sorry.
I'm trying to clear that out just a little bit. I know, I was like, we'll just do a relaxing one.
Why?
I can't help myself. You're my art piece. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. We're being nice. Being nice. It was more mean with my hands.
Okay.
Just doing a little tightening. Just a little lift there. Just a little lift. Snatching up that jawline. Breathe, baby, breathe. She's super ticklish. I shouldn't have said the word. I messed it all up.
I was doing fine till you said that.
Smurfs.
What about Smurfs?
Are you playing Elf on the Shelf? You playing Elf on the Shelf this year?
No, are you?
No, I don't have kids.
Well, neither.
I'm playing, like, I run the Animal for Pro Bissell 3 times a day because my dogs destroy everything. That's the game I've been playing. Oh my gosh, but I've been sending you, like, the Marcus VR videos, haven't I? Did you know about that before I sent it to you?
No, but now I get them all the time and I find them hilarious.
I'm obsessed. Okay, so then I'm like, VR, right? So I have an Oculus that I bought like 3 or 4 years ago. So then I asked Nova, I'm like, hey, can you play the Marcus game on the Oculus? And she said yes. I was like, and I even like figured out how I can like live stream the Oculus to the YouTube. So next year, once I finish my website, but I'm like so excited to play the Marcus game. I had that game. The only games I've played on it, played the roller coaster game. My favorite one was the fighting game, like the boxing game. There was like a Viking one, and you can like hit people with the stuff. That was my favorite one. And then there's also another one where you can get in like drunk bar fights and like hit people with chairs. Those are the ones I played the most. And it's actually kind of disorienting too when you do it. Like if it, like you'll be drunk and like you'll be sober in like real life, but it'll like make it all like woozy. Thank you, Mark Evans. Mark Evans says I look very young. You know, the key to my heart, Mark Evans.
With your gray hair.
With the gray hair. I am 38 years young, babies. 39. And we don't have any skin makeup on today. All we have on, we got a little bit of lips and some mascara. So if you want to look young forever, make sure you book an appointment at ellabardo.com.
And you do travel stuff. When people travel to you.
Yeah, people travel to me. I will travel, but it's expensive. But I'll do it, you know.
We were like, I'm in Paris. You're like, cool.
For the right price. Now my machines are older, so I'm not traveling anywhere for less than the price of a machine, which is $10,000. So I'm just gonna buy the machine and come to you.
So if it breaks.
And that's not all of, yeah. So then if it breaks, then like that's included in like the price. But like most of my clients who will like fly me out, like there's like $10,000 is like 15 cents to them anyway. So whatever. So I've been holding on to my Ipsy bags for you guys so we could open them together.
Are you going to do a live stream of that later?
Yeah, so we're going to do a live stream of that later tonight. No, it's a wig, baby.
Do you think you're actually gray?
Althea. Yeah, no, because it's freezing out here, and I didn't feel like doing my hair.
It's a really nice wig.
I know.
Don't know why I touched it.
It's okay, you can touch it. You can.
They can't.
You can. No, I messed it up. Okay. Yeah, I forget where I got this. I think I probably got it at that, what's the one that I usually go to in Castleton? Beauty for You. And then I go to King's Beauty sometimes off of Keystone by the Walmart. One of them that I got, I didn't even realize it because it wasn't that expensive. I just like the short white ones because when I'm working, you can't have your hair on people. So honestly, this is like more sanitary than even like when I have my hair in the braids. So we're going to be rocking this for the rest of winter. Thank you, darling. Yeah, so the work wigs, I have long ones, but we don't wear the long wigs. And I have like a lot of the wigs that I get so many compliments on, like they're not that expensive. Some of them I get on Amazon for like $30. If you go to my Amazon storefront, I actually have like a whole section that's just like fun wigs. But I have another short one that's not like curly like this. It's just like short white and kind of blondish more. And I looked at it the other day and it's made of real hair. I was like, oh. The other ones that I had that, like, usually I don't like the ones of real hair because the ones that I've had are, like, long. I feel like wearing wigs is another great way to deal with grief, too. Playing dress up.
It feels good sometimes.
Nurturing the inner child.
Oh, yeah. I like big dresses.
Yeah.
And you don't even get to wear a fancy dress.
I want to be a princess. I will sometimes. One of my favorite clients, I met her around Halloween time. And it was like freezing, and I wore a cow onesie that day. And she just thought it was like super cute. She comes like almost every week. I love her. She's amazing. I was like, who's gonna wear? But that's how I ended up with pink hair and all the colored hair. Like I was getting my nails done, and this person's like, you know, business roommate did colorful hair. But she didn't like me, so she wasn't gonna do my hair anyway. Thank God. She probably would have made it like fall off.
That sounds like a terrible marketing scheme.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, he was like, you know, I'm surprised you don't have like colorful hair or something. I mean, it's not like you can't do that because you own your own business. And I was like, you're right. I can do that. And then, so after that, I stopped being so like I don't wear the smock tops all the time. And we just keep it cute.
What is smock top? Oh, like scrubs?
Yeah, like scrub top. I have them in like every color. So like sometimes in the summer, if I'm like walking over here in like, you know, a little tank top and leggings, I'll just throw that on over top when I get here.
You don't seem like the scrub type.
No, no, I had them, you know, especially when I had employees to like set example or whatever, but now I don't have to do any of that, so I can just wear what I want. Wear what I want. Oh, you're from Croatia? I always wanted to go there. It looks beautiful. Is it warm in Croatia right now or cold? It's cold here, baby. It's cold outside. That's why I haven't even really been messing with like makeup so much. I've just been doing the beef tallow. It's like the only thing. That and the gold saffron balm. I gotta go get some of that from her soon. Soon I'll have a video. I'll introduce you to my Indian mom, Rana. We're gonna go get some products from her. She's the one who saved my skin. She saved my life. She's incredible. I learned Ayurveda from her from the age of 18, and she's just such a gem. So every time I keep trying to go over there to get more products from her. It's like snowing or freezing rain. I know the New Year's right around the corner. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. I've got a lot of deadlines by the 29th. But they're going well. We're getting it knocked out. Getting it knocked out. It's been like a whole, you know, like you guys heard of Mercury retrograde? My whole year has been like a retrograde, for real. But the thing about retrogrades is, you know, you can either act like everything bad is happening to you, or you can ask the universe, ask your higher self, okay, like, why is this happening? What is this showing me? You know, if something's not working, you know, I know God, the universe, my higher self, you know, has a better idea of how it can work. And sometimes things have to be destroyed before you can build the right thing, you know? Like, you can't, like, just keep adding on stories to, like, a house with mold damage, you know? You could tear down the whole house and start over. So it was definitely a tear down the whole house and start over in my digital world the last year. We're almost done. So if you guys want to be nosy and tell me what to do, or you love me and you want, you know, all good things for me, go over to my website, ellabardo.com, ELLABARDO.com, and I'm rebuilding it right now. So some of the pages are done, some of them are not, but if you see any like punctuation errors or spelling or grammar or something doesn't make sense, then let me know. I would very much appreciate you for that. And we'll be fixing it right up. Yeah, so we ended up giving her like a migraine facial today. So very nice. We're just lightly breaking up the ick in her forehead, polishing it right out.
I'd like to point out, I think I did a lot better with my neck today than normal.
You did. Yeah, I think you had your head cut off in like a past life or something, or you were hung.
It was Marie Antoinette in a past life.
It was something on both sides. I'm feeling like a hanging because you freak out this side and this side. I have certain people who will like freak out only on one side, and I'm like, yeah, you got your head cut off with a sword. Because why just the one side? One of my clients, and she's a friend, I actually taught her to, we're, you know, good friends now. I taught her to read tarot cards. My psychic attorney. And psychic attorney Rockstar Joan. And she would freak out like on both sides.
She got her head cut off?
I think hers was a hanging. But it was because, you know, talking about like trauma and grief and stuff. I mean, she came to me for a couple years and like I could not work on her neck. Her face was looking so young sometimes that if I would be stressed, I got a picture of her sitting on my lap and she's like 20 years older than me and like she was looking younger than me. And I'm like, all right, that's what you're grounded from face sculpting until I can get 5 in on myself because I got to get this stress and grief out of my face because it's the worst. But her neck, and I'm like, baby, like your face looks 30, but your neck looks 50 something. I was like, we got to get to that neck. My friend, Mr. Sam from Miami, he's the same way. Like he definitely got hung and I just like, can't even, I was like, we need a straight jacket for you because like now your face is looking young from the front, but if you don't get to the neck, then he was still looking old from the side. It all goes together, you know? Just like if people want to do their neck, we can't just do the neck. You have to go up over that jawline too, or it's not going to matter. You're just going to have like a tight neck and like a loose, probably full under area. So, oh, you're going to be a YouTuber too? Fun. Oh, no, it's not my real hair. It's a wig.
You're getting a lot of compliments on your hair today.
Thank you. We're going to keep this for the winter. Keeping it for the winter. My hair is super dry anyway, so we were just talking about that. She's going to tell me about this hydration mask.
It's from some company in my hairdresser told me that.
And the ends will get crispy, and then that's how it gets like shorter. So in the winter, I just like soak it in masks or oils, and then I put it in a wig to protect it. I think this is my favorite one. Oh yeah, there's that little migraine spot. Thank you. He said, beautiful, beautiful work. I know, she does have like the perfect shaped nose, doesn't she?
Oh, thank you.
That's a nose people pay for here. And in Turkey. Turkey, they do great nose jobs. I used to want to get a nose job until I got dry socket and all 4 things. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to have to represent the big nose baddies over here. Like, I hope I never get another surgery again. That was so painful. I've had people, other like women who've like had birth without kids. And they said that they'd rather give birth like 5 more times without drugs. Birth without kids. Birth without drugs.
I was so confused by this.
And they said they'd rather do that again like 5 times than get dry socket once. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, then I've already been through one of the most painful things ever. Yeah, we were talking about that on the last live stream because we have these little lymph nodes around the jawline, and we get stressed, if hormone stuff, whatever, we're eating bad things, they can get full, and it feels like a little marble under the skin. But then she was saying, right, so that's normal whether we've had dry socket or not, but
sometimes it happens.
But it totally makes sense. She was like, I wonder if there's like leftover stuff in that pocket. I'm like, that totally makes sense, you know. The only way to know is like, you know, go to some kind of medical specialist that's gonna like cut it out and whatever, like, you know.
I don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. We can just, you know, we can fix it, make it better. I don't know if we fix it all the way. We can make it better without that. Let me do it. Just let me do it.
I'm
Please.
trying.
Just let me do it.
Okay.
I have to get her new squish balls every time. I'm going to get you a giant squish. I'm going to bring you a giant squish.
Like a squishmallow?
A squishmallow. Yeah, we're getting you a squishmallow. I'm going to get a squishmallow, and I'm going to turn it into a straight jacket for like for my people who won't let me do their neck.
I'm trying so hard, though.
Here, sit on your hands.
Oh.
Sit on your hands. Ah!
I knocked everyone over.
Hello, beautiful friends. Good to see you again. I know it's been a while. I've been working on my website night and day. Literally, I've been up like 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
I thought you were done with the neck.
And I'm never done with the neck until the neck is what I want it to be. She's like, it's fine, it's fine.
I like how I'm not using my hands and still fighting you.
Relax, thank you. Okay, what about right here? Okay?
That's fine.
That's okay? Okay.
My little marquee, whatever they're called.
I'm so ADHD. All these conversations are always so ADHD. any of my live streams. So you guys are probably on neurodivergent too if you're like halfway tracking. What was I going to say though? Oh, about the neck thing. So yeah, we're doing energy healing at the same time as we're doing like her face sculpting, body sculpting, because it's all included, you know. It does work best when you do, you know, even when you're doing body sculpting, it's doing some energy healing. When you're doing therapy, you're doing energy healing, you're going to have less inflammation, you're going to have less, it's doing body sculpting if you're doing it right. But I feel like sometimes right before a big purge, people will actually swell. Like when you're like on the verge of like getting over something or healing it, you know, pulling off another layer of the onion, my body will like swell up.
That makes sense.
And then I'll get skinny. It's like because it's like all that trauma is like deep in the bones, and it kind of comes to the surface, and then like, and I saw a lot of clients, a lot of clients will do that.
We were talking when I was in grad school. We were talking about kids with behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the words behaviors, by the way.
Why?
Because it's negative and
Behaviors is negative?
like because usually people think behaviors are bad things.
I mean, I'm when I use behavior, Mostly I use for behavior modification. That's what I focus on.
But
so when I think behaviors.
But when you're talking about kid and why they're in therapy, it's usually not.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
We got to switch it. Behavior modification is good and the neuroplasticity.
But sometimes kids, right before they, like, a behavior goes away forever, they have, like, a massive, like, explosion.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it's extinct.
Yeah, I've had that with the autism stuff, too. Even as an adult. Like, not that often, but, like, you know, it's been stress, like, over-stress stuff. It's just not out of nowhere. But it's, you know, now I'm glad we're going to do some short videos on, like, the trauma at different parts of the brain, the rewiring and stuff. I would, like, one day like to see how my brain, like, I wish that those tests weren't so expensive. I want to see, like, how it's wired, how it's activating.
Just find a research study to join.
No, but they're going to, like, make me take some kind of weird drugs.
Not always. You mean the placebo. Not all of them are for, like, sometimes I just want to, like, look at people's PTSD brains.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you find any study, they'll pay me for it, too. Come look at my brain.
You just pricked my nose.
I'm sorry.
You lied. You said we were done with the neck.
We're done with the neck. Just a little bit, just a little. It's looking good. It's all moving.
That's great.
It's all moving. Sometimes it takes quite a few sessions to get it moving. It's like one big, like, hard rock in the body and in the face. So I'm like, it's moving so nice. It's like, I know it's not, like, hurting. It's just, like, weird.
No, it does hurt.
It's on your mind. You're making it up.
I don't think that's
I just wanted to give you guys a good example of gaslighting, okay? A lot of people feel like their doctors gaslight them and stuff, too. Do you deal with that? Because that's another kind of, like, grief you can go through. You know what I mean? People have went through cancer. You know, it's another different version of losing their body. I did a...
People also grieve, though, like, once they've, like, started to heal through their trauma, like, the grief the life they never got to have because of their trauma.
I mean, I had a little bit of that when I got back on the Adderall, actually. I was getting so much done, and, like, I could just see things, like, normally. I didn't, you know, after a few days, I was seeing, like, how was I even looking at the world? How was I functioning? But then I had to, you know, you got to turn it around and be like, okay, well, like, look at everything I did with my brain not functioning. Thank God I'm a genius. And now everybody watch out, because it's getting back on track. So you better be nice to me.
You're like, we're not doing... You're going for the neck.
No, I'm not. Just this is the chin. Just the edge of the chin.
I really want to touch your onesie.
You can touch it.
So
Pet me. Wow. You're a snow leopard, and then I'm a... What is this one?
A cheetah?
A cheetah?
Sure.
The regular leopard? Snow bunny. Does your husband ever call you a little snow bunny?
No.
No?
Our dogs are snow bunnies.
Your dogs are literally snow bunnies. She's got Malamutes. They're so cute.
This morning we went to get breakfast at McDonald's, and our dog was in the car. He's like, "Can you roll down the window?" And we're like, "It's too cold." And he's like, No, it's not.
The dog?
Yeah, and on Saturday he just head out the window in all the snow. He's like, it was the best day ever.
I know. Oh my gosh. Lucky, because he was, like, in the streets from like October to February. He loves the freaking snow. And he's a short-haired dog, but he just, like, lived in it. And he's thick, you know. He's a little boxer mix. He's literally like a giant hippo squishmallow. Giant for, like, a squishmallow. He's only like 65 pounds. And Coco was like, when she was healthy, she was like what, 95? But a couple weeks ago, I saw, like, a memory of, like, we had just gotten back from the vet, and she was like, the vet told us to put her on a diet, and she was like 116 pounds. I'm like, damn, bitch. But my ex was giving her, like, honey buns and shit, and, you know.
She was living her best puppy life.
Oh, my God. She had diabetes. She had puppy diabetes. And then as soon as, you know, we broke up, we moved to Carmel, the diabetes left. And she would have to have her butt plug squished because of the diabetes. I never had a dog that had that happen.
Oh, like the anal glands?
Yeah, but she, like, the base of her tail was, like, real fat from the diabetes. But as soon as, like, you know, she had the yard to run around in, she lost, like, 20 pounds. And then she stopped having to have her butt plug squeezed or whatever. So if you have to get your anal glands squeezed, or your dog's, you know, just, you know, maybe you should come get some body sculpting. Because I heard that's not very comfortable. She did not enjoy it. Like, you could hear her screaming from the back. So obviously we're always talking about like making good choices with like what we're eating and moving our body, but sometimes it's good to just have a little jump start, especially if it's you haven't been moving in a while. We have 43 people who've lost over 100 pounds.
That's so many.
It is. Well, it's been like 12 years. I've got, probably like 2,000 or 3,000 people that have lost between like 50 and 70. A lot.
Oh, 100's just a lot of weight.
No, it is. And the good news is when they start, like, because with the flux, it tightens your skin as well and gets rid of cellulite. So, like, I have got people who've dropped, been in the sizes in like the 20s and got down to like the 10s of something. And they have actually less stretch marks and tighter skin because they're doing the skin tightening as they're losing weight. And then you can avoid surgery, like skin surgery. Because sometimes when people lose that much weight and then they've got the skin hanging down, like they need that surgery. Like they can't really function right. You know what I mean?
It's actually, you can get mold and stuff in it.
Yeah, but lots of bad things. Mold, yeast, all kinds of different stuff.
Maybe it's yeast and not mold and I just made something up.
You could probably get mold in it too, depending on how flappy. You know what I mean? I've definitely helped people with like doing the foot spas and like mixing concoctions for yeast for like the skin apron that hangs down. And then once we get them like tightened up, and it sucks because sometimes they'll do the treatments where, when your face is under the towel?
Yeah.
Because it'll be like raw, that area will be like chapped. So we'll just put them under the towel and then I'll make the oils and the masks for them and then we can flux around it. But the good news is when they're fluxing, once it like lifts up and it's not laying down anymore, then they stop getting like the chapped stuff and, because then how are you going to want to work out if like your stomach is chapped? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of other things, I know the first time I gained a lot of weight, for me, it wasn't like the last time I gained enough to make me look like I was pregnant. But the first time I probably just gained like 20-something pounds, maybe 17 or whatever. I waited until I like felt uncomfortable going to the hot tub at the gym. Like I did not feel comfortable. And then I waited another month and gained like a little bit more and more cellulite. And it was definitely very eye-opening. It was kind of like character acting, but I like to be able to like get into like what my clients are feeling so I can like better serve them. You know what I mean? Get it? Get it?
I don't feel anymore.
Get it? Right there. What about just the chin? A little headache area. Tension likes to build up in the fissures of the skull, just like tectonic plates. I'm so excited about like these all the video stuff that I have planned for the
New Year.
For next year with the trauma brains and this and that, whatever.
Feels good on my head. Does not feel good on my neck.
Because you got your head cut off. That's some trauma from a past life. That should be a key to the past life trauma. We were talking about that, I think, in like one of the very first videos, actually.
But I'm gonna be Marie Antoinette and just go through the guillotine. That's my past life.
Okay. My family on my dad's side came from that French Revolution thing. They escaped to Quebec. We were French royalty once, then turned to peasants in Canada.
And became Mormon.
That was a whole nother story. It was actually like they became like 33-degree Masons or whatever. My grandfather was like high up in the military. And then if they get in trouble, then they make them go to be Mormon in the Midwest. Kind of like a witness relocation thing, but not really because like you still have your same name. But I didn't even learn that was a thing until I was in Miami and was watching a documentary about it, and they were telling that this and this, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like literally my family history. Like that makes sense. Yeah, my grandfather had a coffee shop that was like right where the 3 states meet in DC. It was like West Virginia. It was like all of them, right? And then they had a Masonic lounge or whatever temple in the bottom of it. So they'd have all these like secret meetings there. And then one day, my dad was like a little kid, and somebody came by with some like, "Ba, ba, 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 ba," and like shot up the place, and then they moved to the Midwest.
What is the story?
Your grandpa was a Mason and he never talked about it, but I asked him once and he said it was a bunch of good old boys. Yeah, that's like one of their code words. I mean, I know a lot of Masons that are nice, whatever. It just depends on like how high up. He was like the 33 degree, so they into some stuff. They're always trying to recruit me since I was like 18.
Oh, because
I got that good blood. That good
have,
blood.
like the royalty blood.
Yeah, you can't have it. That's why I feel like they're always sending people like to try to breed with me in the last years of my eggs. I will die with my eggs in me. They gotta bring like a better options, Thank you. So we do the non-invasive lip plumping. So that one retrains. It gets all the toxins out of your lips and your mouth. I also have TMJ, so the tendons that go through here get very tight. And then I also do the buccal massage, which is like a massage of the soft tissue where you're kind of like flipping it inside out. So makes the lips full naturally. You watched a documentary about them worshiping Lucifer. Ooh, yeah, they have somebody who just broke into like the whole Bohemian Grove thing. Thank you, darlings. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on all your notifications so you can come hang out with us in the chats. This is where all the Elevardo besties hang out. We're giving Megan a little migraine headache facial today. It's good for migraines, headaches. Then we have another one that's really good for TMJ and clenching, where we go inside the mouth.
Your buccal massage.
Buccal. So it's like said different ways. So like my friends that are like medical will say buccal, where I learned it from, but she did have a Syrian accent. She said buccal, but the dental community says buccal. My mom was like, "That's not how you say it." I'm like, "Well, that's how I learned it." And so I asked a bunch of people. She's a dental hygienist, and it's true. Like a lot of the dental hygienists, I don't know, maybe they all went to the same school or something.
Say buccal.
To say buccal, and I'm like, it even sounds better, buccal.
You know what I don't understand? People who get buccal, like their buccal fat taken out.
Removal. Yeah, that's crazy. So I can give people those same results with the face sculpting, but it actually just makes your skin healthier. You can just get rid of the toxins. What they're doing once you have fat loss, I mean, at some point in time, they're going to probably go try to get fat injections, and it's not going to stick in the same place because a lot of that doesn't stay, So just get face sculpting. If you want some like beautiful sculpted cheekbones, I made mine myself with this magic machine.
You do have
Megan's have gotten popping again, but she won't let me get to that neck.
Drives you insane, doesn't it?
It does. Like you and like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to send you the video, the live stream where I'm doing Sammy. And I just brought one of my machines to Miami. They didn't go get I think my massage table wasn't there. So I just worked on like all three of my friends like on the edge of the bed. So his head's like on a pillow in my lap, and I've got the thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna stab you with this. Stop moving. That's why I don't use the glass one on your neck. You should like flinch and stab yourself with it or something, break it. When I had employees, I didn't let them use that one either. Thank you, darling. Yes, we're making beautiful necks today and getting rid of headaches.
I have an ugly neck. I'm okay with that.
I'm
okay with having an ugly neck.
It's beautiful. We're just going to keep making it more beautiful. It helps to get rid of the headaches. If you go on the vibration plate and just like put your arms, like get on all fours and lean your arms in it and kind of do that, it'll shake that out. One of my clients has recently been doing it, and she's like just messaged me last time she came in for her back. I'm like, your back looks good. I don't know why I was doing her back, but not her arms for whatever reason. But she's got big boobs, so sometimes you gotta work it different. You gotta strap the girls down, but then if you're doing the vibration stuff or doing the, you gotta do different things to make them make the arms drain. Preferably not wear a bra on the vibration plate. That's also good. Is my second job a supermodel? Oh, you're so sweet. I'm only 5'2", so hopefully I'll be a super YouTuber in 2026.
And then you can have your yacht party.
Yacht party! When we hit 100,000 subscribers, guys, we're going to do that in 2026. Or overnight. I'm not saying it can't happen before the end of the year. So make sure you like and subscribe and share this with your friends. We love to learn and grow and glow together. Today we're talking about grief during the holiday season.
I think we've done terrible. We have not talked a lot much.
Well, we've mixed it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The big thing is like, you know, you got to make sure that you're like getting out of the house, getting moving, you know.
Oh, doing that kind of stuff. And it's okay also just to feel the grief and spend time with your grief too.
Yeah. It's like you want to have a balance of both, because then you can also like, you know, I've had times where I was like doing too much and not letting myself rest. So it's important to have a balance of both. I've had a lot of people who are like, they were involved in a lot of charity stuff and they've been grieving, like recent griefs, like, you know, this year or even like last year. I feel like the first 3 are like the hardest.
Well, like, have you heard of the metaphor? Like, if your grief is a ball and if you put it in a jar, the smaller the jar, the more it touches the sides of the jar.
Oh, that makes sense.
But every year, your ability to handle the grief gets bigger, so it doesn't touch the walls, so the jar gets bigger, so it doesn't touch the walls as much.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, 20 years is way different than, like, 2 months.
And, I mean, like, I'm an energy healer, so I was, like, dedicated. Like, that was my number one job, was, like, getting my energy back, because I can't be... I had to take the energy healing off of the menu. First, I took it off for a year. I can still do tarot cards, like body sculpting, face sculpting, whatever, but, like, when we do, like, the energy healing that we do is, like, very, like, deep, you know?
Oh, like
very,
your Reiki?
Yeah, like the Reiki, the, you know, chakra aligning stuff. And so I put it back on the menu in a little over a year, and my whole, like, nervous system freaked out. Like, I had to cancel on them. Like, look, you can have whatever else you want for free, but, like, I thought I was ready to do energy healing again, but I'm not. So what do? You don't just, like, wait for it to, like, go away. I'm, like, asking my higher self, okay, what do we need to heal next? What do we, you know... Moving the body, doing this, doing that. We did so many things. I spent like all my life savings, but it was worth it. You can always make more. And if you're not feeling good, and I couldn't do energy healing, it wasn't until like a little after last year. So after like 3 years, where I remember like the day. This year was weird. I did like a cancer thing around, I don't even remember exactly the day my dad passed anymore. I don't remember if it was like the 19th. I don't even know. It was sometime around now. It could have been today. But it's weird when somebody passes from like chronic illness, because it's not just the day that he passed. You know what I mean? It's like the day you went into the hospital for the last time in October. My body will really feel that, you know?
There's different milestones and stuff.
Tell us about the milestones.
Well, right. I meant what you're talking about.
Oh, just like in general, yeah. I try to like work out, move my body. Because I love the vibration plate too. Like we've talked about that in between energy healing clients, just shake the energy off. Because sometimes like, you know, grief can make you super fatigued, you know? So sometimes the only energy I have, I can go stand on this vibration plate or sit on it. And at least it's getting my body moving and shaking out the ick.
The eye plate also works.
You're sensitive. You're sensitive today.
Aren't I usually? I am.
You're more sensitive today.
Mm.
I've been more sensitive lately. I think it's the weather. I was trying to say water and weather.
The precipitation.
Yeah, we're talking about like what my brain is like scarred on the top from like business trauma and stuff. And right before I got back on the Adderall, like all of my dyscalculia, what's the other one?
Dyslexia?
Yeah, dyslexia. That started coming back over like the last couple years. And I'll look back at something, I'm like, what did I write? What was even that? Like, because dyslexia is not just about mixing up like letters, but my brain will also mix up words. Like my brain will start processing things like I'm talking like Yoda to myself. Like,
The blue in of this, I don't know how Yoda talks.
hmm?
I was trying to talk like Yoda, but I don't know how he talks.
Beautiful this is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like my brain will like try to get to the main thought, and then I'll like, oh yeah, verbs. What are those? I think the Finch app also helps a lot. We've talked about that before. Because sometimes when you're in grief, you're kind of like fighting off that like fatigue, depression kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You can forget to do like the most basic things. And that's one's really good for executive functioning skills. Like, oh, I brushed my hair today. Oh, I made the bed today. And when everything seems horrible or like, out of your control, there are still things we can control, like doing the dishes, cleaning the floors, and it makes a little ding sound, which also helps to like retrain our brain. Like, yes, we made the bed today. Ding. Yes, we did this today. Ding. Yes, I did the vibration plate for 10 minutes. Ding. And they can be like the littlest things, But when I've been super like stressed out and like grief stuff, like I have like everything that I have at like the spa I have here, I have my vitamins here. I've got makeup here. I've got hair stuff here. Because sometimes it was just like as much energy as I could muster just to like get out of bed and show up. But then I show up and look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you look homeless. Okay, now we're awake enough. Let's get our coffee and put ourselves together. Buying one whole outfit also helps with that. And another thing I've read about, have you heard of like dopamine dressing? Have you heard that word before?
No, it's a social media thing.
I don't know where I heard it. It was like from some kind of psychologist online or whatever. That was talking about, she talks about like neurodivergent women with PTSD and like high IQs. So she was talking about dopamine dressing. So like where you dress like really bright colors and stuff, especially like during the winter to help boost the dopamine you're not getting because it's like from the sun. It's like put something fun on, put something imaginative on. Like we were just talking about wearing princess dresses or wigs or whatever. I don't know if this is like politically accurate or whatever, the proper terminology, but that's why we have Megan here because, she is actually like licensed in that stuff. But sometimes I feel like, dissociation really helps with healing,
Like, I mean, it can also really...
Does that mean I'm like psycho?
I mean, dissociation means you're not connected to reality. Not reality.
Correct.
Like your emotions or like your
like
body.
Sometimes it's like accidental, you know what I mean? I have to bring myself back, but sometimes I'll put myself and I'll like play dress up intentionally. So I know that I'm intentionally dissociating instead of
It sounds like you're being mindful.
mindfully dissociating. I like that.
I don't know if that's a thing, but...
We just made it up.
Okay.
We just made it up. I like that. That term makes sense. Because I do it like, I've got wigs in the car. Sometimes I'll just go on a little adventure and make up a fake name and a fake story. I like to do it a lot after I've done tarot card readings because a lot of the times when I'm doing tarot card readings, I'm wearing a big, like, what looks like a wedding dress. I've got a bunch of different ones because it matches the wings and the hats. So I like to go somewhere and pretend like I just,
Got married?
No. Like, no. Because, like, how I feel about that. But, I like to go there and tell them, like, I just ran away from my wedding and, like, make up. I found him with my cousin in the bathroom. I didn't even know he was gay. And I'm starting to see the signs now. And I'll have, like, a whole different, like, accent and stuff.
You're wild.
I am wild. Sometimes I'm a lot for myself sometimes, too.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
I have videos of one time we did that on Halloween. I was learning TikToks. I think I posted them this Halloween. I got this dress and it was supposed to be like something totally different, and then it looked like a wedding dress, but it wasn't like supposed to be. But like it looked really, really good on me and from a distance, but it was like this cheap fabric. Like it was supposed to be like lace, and it was like lace printed on like spandex or something. But it did look really good on in videos. And like we went all the way around, like we went like to the get-go. I was like, I gotta get those little wieners that he likes for the wedding. And like I'll get real into character.
I think we're just being playful and having fun.
Okay, yeah. Being playful and having fun is like one of the best ways to both heal and to learn. So we were talking about in the other one, I was like, I had to heal my inner child was like the first like focus. So we went to a bunch of amusement parks, played dress up.
No, I mean, humans are like the ones who get criticized for not playing, but every other animal plays all the time.
All the time. I play all the time. People think I'm crazy.
You see
But
dogs?
you know what?
You
I'm
own
not
dogs?
bored.
They
Yeah.
play at all. They be playing.
Oh my gosh, Lucky has been obsessed with the snow. And he's done so much better because remember I told you he used to grab on people and try to pull them by their clothes out the door? So now he does bring them toys, but he'll straight throw his toys at people.
He's like, you play now.
Play now. Why else are you even here if you're not here to play with me? I'm like, oh my God. See, like that was like me as a child. That's why I shouldn't have children. That's why like I'm gonna get lucky and get a Lucky instead.
You play with these toys.
I was like, my mom was like, it was divine timing that I got my machine like right as she was right before she turned 50. She just started getting a little bit of 11s, and she had like little like double chin, like cortisol face or whatever. So I was like, this makes up for what a rambunctious child I was. Thanks for keeping me alive and not killing me. Now I'll make sure that you look 30 something forever.
She come in a lot and get.
No, but we've done two. We did like, I think 3 all at once, but she's hidden from the sun forever, so her skin responded really well just after the 3. And then we do a few a year, and then when I moved back from Miami, we did a full series of 12. And then really she's been looking so good, so pretty good for that. I told her like we got to get her body matching because she looks, everybody thinks she's like in her 30s. She's the oldest of her 6 siblings, and she looks like the youngest. But she's in her mid 60s, and I just want her to get her body to a place where she can easily get up and down off the ground, where she has good mobility, where she's if she falls, she doesn't break a hip. I was like, look, Mom, you don't get confused just because your face looks young. I did that. The body is still like the same age. Sometimes I have to remind myself of that too. It just means we have to, do more to keep it healthy. Because there's like 70 or 90, something super high, that people after 60, if they fall and break a hip, that they like die within a year. So important.
It's the craziest stuff.
Yeah. So core strength. It's not all just about aesthetics. I actually like what really got me passionate about, all of like the biohacking stuff is like when I met my grandma for the first time, my dad's mom, she had both of her legs amputated from diabetes. And I was like 5. So before I even looked into her eyes, I saw her bloody stubs at the end of the chair. And she had the type 2 diabetes from like eating and stuff. So then I've always had a, legitimate like fat phobia. I've always been terrified. I was like, I don't want my legs cut off. Not scared of people. Like I have a lot of friends that I've helped lose a lot of weight because I want them, because I love them. You know what I mean? It's not about aesthetic. Just like Mr. Ted, he lost 120 pounds over 12 years ago. And now he's like 65, 66. He gets around like so much better. We're just starting another boot camp on him. But he was over like 420 pounds in his 50s, there was a good chance if he didn't lose that weight that he wouldn't be with us, And he's just got so much more mobile, so much more activities. He's in his 60s. Like, he doesn't care about being hot, but, like, a lot of people love and care about him, and we want him around for a long time, So we gotta get his butt back in here. He doesn't need to lose, like, another 100 pounds, maybe. He still stayed around, like, 270. Went from 420 to around between 270 and I think 290. But a lot of times when people have that much weight to lose, they lose a ton super quick. Like we just did my friend Sasha the other day on Wednesday, and she's lost like 10 pounds in these last 3 days. 10 pounds. But she probably needs to lose between like, 70 to like 100 or something like that. And I'm not talking about following the BMI chart either. I think the BMI chart is a scam. You know,
A lot of people do.
yeah, I mean, it totally is. Like, I mean, I followed that BMI chart until I was a size 00. I had no boobs at all. I was abs and butt, and it was still telling me that I was like 2 pounds overweight. Go fuck yourself. Like, no. So, like that, you know, we went to the bottom of that and came back up. We just want people to be like healthy, moving their bodies. You know, there's healthies at all kinds of sizes. And a lot of people, you know, sometimes our bodies, people have different types of muscle, right? So I've got that muscle that's like that reactive muscle. We're usually like thicker, like little pit bull builds, you know. And then I've got my clients who are runners. They've got like the more long, lean muscles. So like people who are thicker, like football players, like fighters and stuff like that. We've got more of those reaction time, those fast switch muscle fibers. And then people who are like long distance, who can do that kind of stuff, have more of the lean stuff. So it's also important to know that like you're not chasing a body type that you're never meant to fit in. When we help our clients, we want to help them align with the best version of them, whether that's the face, whether that's the body, whether that's the energy, the most beautiful version of you. Not looking like anybody else, of you. And, you know, biggest thing, you know, I just don't want you to have your legs cut off.
No.
I know that sounds dramatic, but, you know, she said it's true, you know. Yeah, it probably was traumatic. I was like 5, but also, you know, look how many people's like lives that I've been able to touch. So I love to be able to. That's alchemy right there. And I feel like alchemy, when you can become your own alchemist and you can partner with other people that can help in your journey to alchemize trauma into something good. I've always been like that. If like, you know, if something hurt me, I'm going to, you know, get a return on investment on this. You know, I had acne. You know what? I'm going to figure out a way to fix it and I'm going to make some money off of it. I think Lucky does that with the door game. I think like so they threw him out when he was like a puppy. Because like he just did that naturally. Like he's like, no, don't leave me. And he jumps on the door. If you haven't seen the shorts, it's in the shorts. It's pretty funny. Have you seen him do that?
No.
Yeah, he like, and the other thing, he'll attack plastic trash bags. So I legit think that like they, you know, tried to throw him outside and he wouldn't leave, and they put him in a trash. He's turned his traumas into games. Absolutely brilliant. He's like an idiot savant. He acts dumb. He just don't want to do what he don't want to do.
Fair enough.
Sassy pups. Do you have a sassy pup?
Yeah, I have Malamutes. They talk.
Are they both sassy?
Yeah, they talk to you. They go do 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 do. You tell them
so
no,
cute.
and they're like boo 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 boo.
Yeah, that's how Lucky is. Lou will talk, but not that often. But Lucky talks. I'm like, shut up. He's like throwing the balls and stuff, dirty balls. Dirty balls. So if you are grieving at Christmas time, you know, I invite you to kind of look at it. You know, if you have other people to spend time with during the holidays, is that, you know, I like to think that like maybe my dad passed at that time of year because they know whenever I'd be like sad, at least I'd be around family. But what about people who don't have, you know, family, you know, maybe they have family, but they don't have a good support system and they're feeling grief this time of year?
You can always reach out to help from a professional, or if you have friends, or there's some online groups of people who like are grieving that can help you. Or like there's a lot of them are, if you're religious, a lot of them are at churches where they have like grief groups. I have a friend who lost her husband this year and she's doing surviving the holidays in like a grief group.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And even if you're not like the same religion, you know what I mean? If like there's that same common grief, just being around other people who are, you know, have been on that same vibration, you know.
Yeah. Can really help.
Lotion on the skin.
Looks like paint.
It's vitamin C. So this is edible. Everything that I mix together, like you can eat it. I don't say it'll taste good, but you can eat it. And this is CoQ10. I'm gonna mix that in with a little Elibardo magic sauce. Mix that up myself. I have to mix another one. My sister's so good at it. She's like my build, but she's like 5'8", and she had one of those shake weights. And I swear, just having the longer arms, she could do it so much faster than me.
It smells good.
It's good for you. It puts the lotion on the skin. Oh, thank you, Blue. Good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna do some doing some live streams today. I'm gonna unbox my little Ipsy later today.
Well, first
After I finish my chores.
we should really drop off that thing.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing we're doing. So later this evening. Doesn't it smell like a cupcake?
It does. Or Christmas cookies, because it's Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas cookies. That's what I'm gonna name it. Don't give anybody the recipe. You don't know what's in the special sauce. I have talked about what's in the special sauce before, but you don't know how much of what. Yeah, one of the supplements that I take, I was actually taking every single thing that was already in it. I was taking, but I was taking like a full dose of everything. And like, just like you don't want the same amount of like sugar as salt, like in your cookies, right? So this had all the same stuff, but it's got like less of everything, but the right amounts. And it's like a world of difference. What happens after 10 p.m.? Tonight after 10 p.m., I'll probably be working on my website. Chances are good. Either working on my website or maybe I'll do some face sculpting at home. Depends on how much I get done on the website. But is today Friday?
Mm-hmm.
I swear, every day in December has felt like Monday and Friday at the same time. I still worked the next 2 days. That's why. Getting all the stuff done.
I thought you didn't work on Sundays.
I usually don't. I have some clients coming in from out of town.
So they're paying money to come see you.
Yeah, if you pay enough, I will come in on Sunday. Absolutely. And it's a couple, too.
Mm.
So they tip me really well. There's a little gold in that, too. Your face is going to smell like Christmas cookies.
Yay.
Christmas cookie facial.
With your... Oh my gosh. I definitely feel like you can make like a satire video with that hat and dress like Mrs. Claus and call it the...
Oh my gosh, I have one. She's been organizing that room. I have an apron that looks just like it. It's like a little red apron. I was gonna like cook stuff. But I need a house with like an island to do all the cooking stuff we have planned, so.
Everyone needs an island. I want an island.
That kind too. But I just meant like the house with like the
island
in the
meant
kitchen.
That. That's what I meant.
Because you gotta have like a good thing. Like my kitchen's so tiny. Portia's kitchen is a good size, but it doesn't have like an island. But it would still be like decent. But an island would be perfect because we'd have the camera right here. And I want to try like some of these stuff I do know how to make and it's delicious. And some of the stuff we're just gonna try to make together and see how it works out. Like the pumpkin pancakes, which didn't work out. My dogs loved them. But I want to try those marshmallows, the collagen protein marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've always been about like tricking myself into do the right thing. Like booby trapping myself for success is what I call it. So I've been saving all of these like high protein, low carb, but they're like desserts. I'm like, I just want to eat chocolate marshmallows in the morning and I want to eat a protein tiramisu for lunch. And it's possible. But like some of those, like the pumpkin recipe I tried, like,
Not doing that.
No, it was like, no. And I tried to mix it up like 3 different ways. I made a video about it, but the dogs loved it. So yeah, next year, hopefully we'll have a fun kitchen so we can do some of those videos. Sometimes it's even more fun when it doesn't work out for you guys. All right, guys. Well, love you so much. Thanks for sharing this lovely Friday with us. We'll be back for a few more live streams this weekend for sure. I definitely need to like put like a timer on my phone after working on the computer for so long and then like maybe live stream and do my face a little bit. So we're clearing at the face as we go instead of just all at the end. So I will see you later today. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share this with your friends so they can become an Ella Bardo bestie too. and turn on all of the notifications, because that's the only way it's going to let you know that we are live in the chat. It doesn't always let you know because, you know, I haven't been hanging out with you guys for a couple weeks because I'm busy. So they just started like telling people. Yeah, I actually do have a tool to remove a facial mole. I haven't used it though yet. I need a volunteer. You want to let me try it on you? Then text mole to 317-660-5601. And I won't even charge you anything. No guarantees it's gonna work out well though. No, I'm OCD. Like it'll be fine. If I didn't think I could do it, I wouldn't have it. So anyway, bye. See you later.